So, I just happened to come downstairs in the basement here to put some replacement fans away, and I noticed this test bench thing is quite bent. It is non-functioning anymore. This is where the Epyc was with the 4070 Ti, and it was in this orientation. So yeah, I'll have to reprint all this in PETG because obviously PLA does not hold up down here, especially a setup like this where you have a bunch of weight. You can tell where most of the weight was, that it crushed everything here. This was not reinforced at all, really. It also melted all of these nubbins here, and then in turn also kind of bent all this out of shape. So I'll have to reprint an entire stand. I'll still keep this guy, but this entire stand will have to get reprinted and printed in PETG, and I'll probably end up putting some reinforcements like down here on this side, and potentially even on this side, kind of like an X or a few triangles perhaps. But I just happened to come down here and put some fans away, and I noticed it, and it was on this top shelf here. It was almost falling over, so I got extremely lucky that I happened to come down here. It was only around 95. It's around 96 in here, but I guess just because of all, like, it's not super hot up here, but I'm assuming because the actual board and all the hardware is really hot, it just ended up melting everything and heat soaking all the way down. So yeah, I'll have to reprint one of these all in PETG, and this time I will try to cut these nubbins off as close as I can to the surface of this. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, man, that was scary right there. I almost lost an Epyc rig. It could have been like down here, all this stuff broken. So yeah, make sure you guys check your stuff every now and then. I got extremely lucky. I know these guys are a bit melty, or they got a little bit deformed here, but that's because the Ultras are super hot. Thank God that like $1,200 of hardware didn't just break. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, I am back with a reprinted test bench for this guy here. It's an ATX bench, but I have the EA ATX board on it. So as you can see, I added some X's for cross support. It does hang over quite a bit, but I reprinted all of this in PETG. And on the front here, you can tell as well, I added just a big X that's pretty thick. I forget how big I made it, for just some extra cross support so that it doesn't sag and break on the edges, hopefully, because that's what happened with the other one. And that side is also printed from PETG, so it's a lot more heat resistant. I've been monitoring it for about a week now. I come down here like every other day just to see if anything has changed. This fan I still have to replace. I have extras now, but everything else is running. I did get another dual Epyc. It's actually a dual 7642 with 128 gigs of RAM, SSD, and coolers, and I think it was around $12.80 shipped. So all I need to supply is the PSU, which I have one on order. So I will probably move the Zotac from this guy onto that dual Epyc. So hopefully everything works out with that. I've had bad luck with Epycs, but we'll see. I'm hoping for this one it'll be a decent turnout. But so far everything has been mining good. It turns on every single time. I do wish there was some sort of bracket that I can mount here to like support the GPU, but it's not really sagging bad at all, so I'm not super worried about it. It is still like 99 degrees in here. And total power now, I believe also I have this L3 running as well. Yeah, total power is around 6,000 watts, give or take a few hundred. This guy's using up quite a bit. I might turn him off at some point, I don't know, he's kind of just there. But that's all I got so far. Update on this, everything's mining. Wart straight up, Cubic and Ergo straight up. Everything else is still just going. So I will see you guys in the next video.